Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome to the Queens, Nassau, and Suffolk County Weekly Market Update. I hope everyone had a full week, a good week. Sorry about that. It's been a long time. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And as always, we're going to go over Queens, Nassau, and Suffolk County. Let's get this banner. Alrighty, as always. So Queens, 2 weeks ago, we had 95 new properties come on the market, with the average list price at about a little over $1 million. Then last week we had 117 new deals come on the market, with same as last week, not too much of a difference. And then last week we had 115 new properties come on the market, with the average list price at 946. And then under contract 2 weeks ago we had 71 properties that were under contract, with the average list price at 844. Last week 72, and then last week 100, and the average list price was 877. And then 2 weeks ago, we had 44 sold properties in Queens, with the average selling price at 927. Then last week, 58 properties were sold, with the average list selling price at 775. And then last week, 86 properties sold, with the average selling price at 910. All right, and this is Queens multifamily. So 2 weeks ago, we had 67 properties that came on the market, with the average list price at 1.366. Then last week we had 78 new properties come on the market, with the average list price at 1.3. And then last week we had 74, with the average list price at 1.2. And then 2 weeks ago we had 53 properties go under contract, with the average list price at 1.1. Then last week 39, and the average price at a little over $1 million. And then last week 63 properties went under contract, with the average price at 1.2. And then sold, we have 36 new properties sold to more than one family, and the average price was 1.1. Then last week we had 34 properties that were sold, and the average price at 1 million, a little over $1 million. And then last week 55 properties were sold, and the average price was 1.2. And then we have Nassau County, so single family. So 2 weeks ago we had 237 properties came on the market, with the average price at $1 million. And then last week we had 223, and the average price at 987. And then last week 265, with the average price a little over $1 million. Then for under contract 2 weeks ago we had 199 properties go under contract. The price was at 890. Then last week 218, and the average price at 928. And then last week 258, the average price at 849. And then sold, we had 108 properties that were sold 2 weeks ago, with the average selling price at 785. And then last week 149, with the average price at a little over $1 million. And last week 224 properties were sold, and the average price was 879. And then Suffolk County, last but not least. So 2 weeks ago, 292 properties were sold, and the average price was at $894. Then last week, 269, and the average price was at $847. And then last week, 383 properties were on the market, with the average price at $746. Then under contract 2 weeks ago, 268 properties were under contract, and the average price was at $739. Last week, 251, the price at $694. And then last week 296, and the average price at $674. And then sold, we have 140 properties that were sold in Suffolk County, and the average price was $669 2 weeks ago. Then last week 190, and the average price was $624. Last week 286, and the average price at $756. Alrighty guys, there you have it. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good weekend. Bye.